Hey, this is AllStar JR for I'mStillAlive.com, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. Let's get it what? Player hate on this!
Mouth damn near healed up, I'm trying to get my hair right. That's where them niggas caught me at. I'm paranoid at red lights. All pros ain't no
Let's get
All
it.
right, y'all. So we have AllStar JR with us off the porch today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Y'all definitely got me with y'all off the porch today.
Listen, you done came in here with the fives. You done came in here with the Supreme jacket, the fade. You came prepared, okay?
I'm always ready for this.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been wanting to say junior so bad. Do people do that?
You wanted some clickbait, you ain't want to say that. Stop
No,
being mean.
I'm for real. Like, I was like AllStar Junior.
Stop
Like,
being mean.
I'm not being mean. I'm
Because
just.
you know better. Stop being mean.
No, I'm for real. Like, it's spelled out.
I don't
I'm
want to
like,
go
All-
through this on all the platforms. You
AllStar
being
Junior.
mean. Stop being mean. You know what to call me.
But do people actually be like AllStar Junior? Or when you were first coming up, were they like,
Yeah, I used to deal with that a lot. Sometimes I still deal with it. A lot of times I think people trying to be funny now, but I still deal with it sometimes.
I be fucking up the name. So, I mean, just know, I'm telling you now, it's no
That you a
harm
name
intended.
fucker upper.
Yeah, I be fucking up the
All
names.
right, all right.
All right, now I want to dive into your background because I'ma just say it right here. I might catch some slack from my city. Outside of Dallas, I will say that Detroit, y'all are like my favorites to interview all the time. Like, y'all have good energy. Y'all just real cool. So,
You chilling.
being that you're from Detroit, how would you describe the culture out there?
It's lit and dark at the same time. That's the best way to describe it. Like, it's fun in the midst of a bunch of like dark type shit going on. Like, we be down there oblivious to it. You go somewhere else like, oh damn, y'all ain't doing this out here? Like, I think that's what it is. So a lot of people don't even understand our culture. I think that's why it took so long for the music to really like take off nationwide, because we've been only listening to us. Like, as a city, it's been like that for like 6 years. We've been only listening to us. So I think just it's lit, but it's dark. So it's hard to understand because people will be looking like, how these niggas having so much fun with all that bullshit going on?
Right, yeah.
But this shit, we just used to that shit, I guess.
So when you say dark and humorous, are you speaking like you guys come from a good, genuine place, but it's just a lot of violence in the area?
No, I ain't gonna say that. I think at this point, niggas is a lot of garbage ass niggas too. But shit, I think that's down there with any hood or big fucked up city. Like, niggas probably do want to be good people. They just don't know how, or it's already down there set up for their ass not to be.
I feel like a lot of that shit comes from how you're raised too. And like, as I get older, I'm starting to see like, you know, everybody was really not raised the same when we talk about morals, principles, loyalty, like different things like that.
Bingo.
Now, I do want to ask you, what was it like for you personally growing up in Detroit?
What if I just didn't answer and just threw up everything?
You have to answer.
I'm talking shit, but no, like, shit, just like every other nigga in the hood. Like, it wasn't too crazy for real. You seeing regular street shit, niggas killing, niggas robbing shit, then niggas hooping and riding their bike and shit, like regular shit. Niggas be trying to make it sound like they grew up in Baghdad and shit. Like, man, same shit, man.
Now, you grew up on the east side.
I'm from the east side.
So what
Stay
be
from-
going on the east side?
Shit, a bunch of bullshit be going on the east side for real. Like, niggas like, nah, I think the city more balanced out, like the whole city just fucked up. But I do think like a while ago, the east side was just a tad bit more just like wild, you know, and just to set up a little different, like geographically and shit, like how the east side got way more one ways and shit like that. It's just different. I guess it's set up for more bullshit to be going on the east side for real.
What's the craziest thing that you've seen that you could talk about on the east side growing up?
Hey, I seen a lot of shit. Damn, I seen a lot of shit. I remember I seen some niggas get chased like by these niggas in like big ass winter coats with choppers. But it was like 90 degrees. Them niggas just was on foot, like had on big ass like North Faces and coats down to their knees and like hoop shorts running with choppers. Niggas just running up the block screaming. That's some crazy shit I can talk about that I actually seen. Like, I'm on my porch. I used to live across the street from like my elementary school. The basketball park was over there. So it used to be always hella people on my block and shit. Man, one day, it was some niggas down the streets. I just see some other niggas on the corner. I see the niggas who was on the block take off running. And I'm like, why the fuck do these niggas on these big ass coats? It was literally like 90 degrees. And they chasing these niggas all through the night. But I guess they came to kill them. I don't really know how it turned out.
Oh my God. Now, I was watching an interview and one of the artists stated that Detroit's police officers are like the worst. Is that true in a sense?
In what sense? Because really, they don't be on shit. They don't even do their job to even, do you mean like they the worst police?
Yeah, in that case.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Horrible. I ain't gonna forget y'all almost letting me die, you bitches.
Now, you know, I kind of want to jump into that, but we could keep going into the background. Are you ready to just?
I ain't gonna lie. I know the next 20 interviews y'all gonna wanna jump into that. Come on, let's talk about me getting shot.
Ooh, okay, so
I can't wait till somebody who do interviews get shot. I'ma call and ask, can I come interview y'all? What did you talk about?
Okay, so look, in September, you got in an incident. Now, can we please have a story time of that incident because the story is crazy as hell, and
You say I'm Dr. Seuss.
basically.
Shit. Really? Shit, y'all know what the fuck happened, but leaving the event and shit. In the vet. I stopped at a light and shit. Like, it just got boxed in. Niggas got to blowing that bitch down. Like, shit. I smacked it to this tree and shit. I didn't really smack it, but I hit that bitch though. Shit, got out that bitch. And really the most fucked up part was just waiting out there for the whole ass. Like, nigga, it was police out there. I tell the nigga, like, I'm good. Like, just get me to the hospital. The nigga was like, all right, we gonna get to it. That kind of scared me. I'm like, oh shit, I might just die for
And this is the police telling you, like, hold up.
That nigga like, hold on, we gonna get to it. Like, nigga, they say this shit to get to. Like, I need to be tended to. Nah, nigga, my head hanging off. But shit, I just was out there a long ass time though, for real.
Right.
And the ambulance ended up never coming, so I ended up like, they put me in the back of a police car and shit. So the whole time,
They had you riding in the back of the police car?
like I was getting arrested. We riding and shit. They was taking me to Sinai Grace. And right when we get, I knew we was close because I'm like, I'm staying up. I ain't like going to sleep or nothing. I knew we was close and shit. And then I just heard one of them say the wildest shit like, I can't quite remember where it's at. Like they didn't remember where the hospital was at. That's what I just knew. Like, man, they want me to die in this bitch.
No, you hear all, so, okay.
Yeah, I'm up. I'm like, man, let me drive. Fuck it. Like, actually, I hadn't said that though. It was just a bunch of bubbles of blood and shit. I thought I said that though.
So leading up to before the actual incident, okay, so you know how people say that they can feel when something bad is gonna happen to them?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have that feeling?
Yeah.
So kind of explain it, like, were you kind of like, the whole day, or was it just like during those moments?
Really, it was like the day before. Like that whole weekend, I'm like, damn, something ain't right. And like that shit happened on the Sunday. But the wildest shit, I had a show somewhere else Friday. And that bitch ain't got shot up. Don't knock book me, y'all. Niggas ain't gonna shoot up no more of my shows. But
Oh my
hey,
God.
that bitch ain't got shot up. But that shit ain't even had shit to do. I ain't know what the fuck's going on. Just
Right.
niggas niggering in that bitch or whatever. But like, nigga, I just felt it. Like, I just knew something was off, but I couldn't put my finger on it. But like with that type of shit, just being outside and shit, I ain't like panic and shit. Like, I be feeling like that shit, it's not necessary. I can't say like that shit inevitable. But that shit ain't, like, everybody be getting shot, like, especially, like, niggas from my city, like, most of our top artists done got shot.
Right.
Like, there ain't no way around that shit. So, like, and I've been outside, so it's like, shit. I'm just like, nigga, don't die.
Right.
Like, that's the only goal, don't die. You figure all that other shit out, nigga, don't die.
And was that your first time getting shot?
Yeah, I don't just be running around getting popped up.
Wow, okay, so you know I'm gonna get into the part where it's a lot of questions that I wanna ask.
That be fucking women up. Y'all heard that dirt, deep breath? Wow.
No, so during the incident, I know that you said that there was a bunch of people that got shot around you, so you weren't the only person at
Definitely.
that time that got shot.
Definitely was not the only person. A couple of my cameraman / my friend, my nigga Ant got shot.
You got shot?
Yeah, he got shot.
Oh my God, was you thug? You was thugging.
Yeah, thugging.
I know that's right.
What's wrong with her?
I know that's right.
We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. What niggas talking about?
Dang, so the cameraman, you know what?
The funniest shit, look, when I had got shot, I didn't know he had got shot too. But when I looked at him, how he was looking at me, I was like, damn, why this nigga looking like that? I didn't know I got shot in my face and shit yet. That nigga like, niggas, that shit look crazy. Yeah, your blood was burning. That shit stank.
You smelled it?
Yeah, that shit stunk.
Oh my God.
Like a real cooking nigga was next to him. Like they grilling the nigga.
I think my thing is like, it's just like hearing the actual story from like other interviews, like of course your No Jumper interview, for you to be sitting right here in front of me and you can't even tell that, you know, you went through what you did at that time, it's kind of like.
I think that was just like, God, like, hey, some more lit shit about to happen. You need to clean up your surroundings and shit and get it in order right quick. Like, I don't really, like, it's fucked up. Like, I don't like, what I never be wanting niggas, like, what niggas shouldn't do, don't be looking at me like, that nigga just took that shit like that shit wasn't shit. No, I went through some shit, like, dealing with this shit. And truthfully, most of y'all soft ass niggas that die, bro, getting shot in the head and shit. So don't just be running around doing that shit, bro. Like, try to stay away from getting shot in your shit. Cause most of y'all niggas gon' die, bro.
And so with the first incident, when it happened where people, like their first instinct was like, it was probably somebody that he had beef with or something like that.
I don't know what niggas' instincts be. Like, shit.
That's real.
Like, I don't know, like, I'm a rapper, so I never get into nothing they be on none of they speculations. Think
Right.
about everything to fans about artists is speculation. I don't know these people, they don't know me. So I never get into no segment of what rumor or what they speculating on, cause that's more so they business than mine. Cause I already know whatever really going on. They sitting there coming up with shit. Like, I was chilling. I'm seeing niggas talking about his face fucked up forever. Like, nigga, I'm beautiful. I was just chilling, like shit, I ain't gotta rap. I can chill with my kids and shit. Like, nigga.
I think, and another thing, just observing you like right now, is you could talk about this and it not like, I would say not really eat you up in a sense. Well, I don't know if it does.
I'm alive. Like,
yeah, and it's like you have like a positive energy, like a positive spirit, even though you went through something traumatic like that.
it wasn't, I don't think that shit, it was life changing on the like just organizing, getting yourself together though, but that shit wasn't nothing that was about to stop my mission.
Right.
Like, I feel like a big part of me, like, that's probably why God just let me get my look all the way back, not have to go through no crazy shit, because that was just a chapter in the book. That wasn't no shit to stop nothing, no shit like that.
And how would you say your recovery process was?
That shit was weak, I ain't gonna lie. That was the weakest shit I ever been through. Like, cause my shit was wired up so bad, just taking shots in the head, them bitches going through my face and all this other shit. Everything just was wired up, like literally everything, so I could barely breathe, you feel me? Like, I remember when I had first really like got back to the crib and shit, I tried to smoke with this nigga and shit. I like, man, The weed tastes nasty, all that metal in my mouth, but I'm so fucking high. I keep thinking about getting shot. Like, oh, this some real PTSD shit I had going on.
Oh wow! So have you been experiencing the PTSD?
Yeah, I
side
went through that shit. I had to shake that shit off. Cause like I got popped like nigga, like a McDonald's was right here. Like the last thing I like kind of looked up and seen was like the golden arches lit up. So every time I used to see them bitches, I used to think about getting shot and shit. But then shit, my daughter always be wanting nuggets and shit, so I be having to pull up to McDonald's. So I got over that shit.
Now, during the incident, was it in your city or it was like on the outskirts?
No, it was in the city.
In the city. So, do you feel like it was one of those things where it's like, you know, they say that artists can't go back to their city because it be people hating on them?
Man, I think it's the streets being the streets, bro. Like, a mixture of everything that come with the streets, shit that come with being an artist. Like, it wasn't no far-fetched dynamic shit. Like, niggas don't like nigga. Nigga come back home playing. Nigga shoot nigga. It wasn't nothing unique. Like,
yeah.
Like, for real, for real. That's why I ain't even no nigga who gonna make this like no big career-long storyline like shit. We about to address this shit on these
you ready to get it over with,
on these
hey?
interviews, you feel me? We gonna talk about it on this album, then I'm over this shit. I ain't no get shot nigga. Like, I just made a mistake and got shot.
No, I feel that though. I really feel that though. But look, you are blessed and we are glad to have you here, chopping it up with us on the porch. So let's dive back into that background because that's crazy too. So what age did you jump off the porch?
I think I was down there born on the porch. I think I just kind of just rolled down. So no, probably like 12, 13 for real.
12, 13. What was you doing at 12, 13?
When I just started doing bullshit. When I just started doing shit like stealing cars and breaking in houses and shit. Actually, I remember when I was 12, me and my mans had broken in the crib and got us some guns.
Y'all wasn't nervous about breaking in the crib?
No. That was actually, we ain't succeeded to the third one we had tried that day. We was actually pretty pissed.
Wait, okay,
I think we took some miscellaneous shit. I think we took some miscellaneous shit. We done took a nigga brown leather belt, no brand. Like, nigga, give me this leather belt.
Oh my God.
Fuck you.
So when it came to you, like, with the stealing cars and stuff, was it just a spur of the moment thing? Like, I'm just finna do this shit, see what it is?
No, I had some friends who was stealing cars, and they was pretty good at it, and they was getting their own money and shit, and I was like, shit, I gotta see what that's like. And that's really how that shit started.
So you actually make money from stealing the cars? You don't just, like, drive in it, whatever?
I don't know what everybody do with they stolen cars.
Right.
I know mine was with intentions of making money. I ain't gonna lie, I drove a lot of them bitches 2 for 4 and looking back on it.
Oh my God, you are funny
I
as
ain't
hell.
perfect. I actually did drive one. Actually, I had turned a stolen car into my car for a minute. Like, this bitch is mine.
How the hell you get away with that?
I was locked up in juvie, calling home, checking on that bitch. Like, my whip still on the block?
Oh my gosh. So, you know, people say like whenever you get into stuff like that, it's like an adrenaline rush every time. And you know, some people get addicted to the adrenaline rush of the process and just like taking off with it. Would you say that you ever felt like you were started to get addicted to stealing the cars?
Man, I just started doing other crimes. I just got deeper in my crime bag. That wasn't enough. Like, that shit ain't really lit and sweet. Like, oh, I steal cars. You gotta elevate and keep committing better crimes. What are you talking about? No, I ain't keep stealing the cars. I started selling dope. What are you talking about? What? Hey, niggas crazy as hell. Like, I'm a 14-year.
I mean, of course I know that you had to elevate from it, but I'm saying like during that time, was it like when you were doing that?
I think it was just some little nigga shit like, damn, I can get some money. This shit's
Right.
simple. Ooh. But no, it wasn't ever no shit like, ooh, this exciting. Cause soon I'm like, oh damn, do something else and not possibly get chased around doing 100 miles per hour and shit. And I don't really know how to drive, but.
Now, when it came to you being in the streets, what was something that you had to learn very quickly?
Shit, everything fuck is you talking about? Everything, for real, like, I think you just gotta learn, like, what's your place gonna be in them bitches, like, for real, that'd be the first thing. Niggas just kinda be in the streets wandering. Like, what's your place in the streets? It be niggas like, school ain't for me. And bro, you broke as hell, you soft as hell. What is for you? What are you about to do out here other than get yourself killed eventually? Like, bro, go be a civilian, go join the workforce, live, bro. You just wander in the streets. Like, bro, no, bro, that shit weak, bro.
When would you say that you really started to get with yourself and really turn it around and make some stuff shake?
Like, shit, like, I mean, it's levels of that shit. I think, like, a couple years ago, like, when I got locked up, but I had just dropped the tape, and I came home, and that bitch was doing good, and shit. I'm like, oh, shit, I can really do this shit. So, like, I ain't getting no trouble after that, I ain't been in trouble since then. So, probably, for real, like, 2017.
2017?
Like, I ain't about to do no more bullshit. It's over. Like, I ain't gotta do no more bullshit, it's over.
Right.
So I really just been on that, like, ever since, for real.
Basically, when you are trying to be an artist and then, you know, of course, like, it's not a fast success. Like, that shit takes a minute. Mm-hmm. So it's like, as an up-and-coming artist, but trying to do right, how do you keep yourself motivated from leaving the streets?
Bro, you damn near in the way gotta be delusional. You gotta believe that shit gonna work.
You say you have to be delusional?
Yeah, like even if everything look like no, you gotta be like yes. Like, that's really my only advice, cause that's how the shit worked for me.
So like, you was delusional. Like.
I'm like, bro, but everything else just look dark. I'm like, damn, I might just do this shit. Like, I know I can do this shit.
Right.
Like, that's just how I kind of approach everything. Like, so I ain't even a nigga, like, I don't feel like I really got lucky. I literally worked for everything. So my only advice just be like, shut the fuck up, but just keep going. Like, I feel like when you do that shit, God kind of work with you. Like, the opportunities start running into themselves, you know, so.
Right, and that's so true. I feel like whenever he sees you trying to work on yourself and do better, like, he always gonna bring some blessings your way, you know?
Bingo.
And I do want to talk about, because I watched your No Jumper interview, and you talked about how when you was filling out job applications, you was like, hell, like, nah.
That was like my first time ever even thinking about doing some shit like that, because they was telling me I damn near had to. And I'm just like, that's the worst shit that could ever be done. Like, we was talking about that shit earlier, like the whole process, and that's like, everybody got different mental makeups and what they go do and shit. That's just not, I didn't want to wait weekly for the money and shit. Like, I needed something more, you know, like, efficient. Like, I'm doing the work every day. I did way more consistently to doing this shit for X amount of time. Then it's gonna come on this day. Like, what about these days? And I'm like, then I gotta be here this long for this much? I'm like, yeah, all right.
What was the jobs that you was trying to work for?
It was all like little like temp service, like little factory type shit. Shit niggas do when they on probation and shit.
Oh, so you were on probation,
yeah,
so you had to.
I was on parole, for real. I was on parole when that shit happened. Like, I had just got out of prison and shit, so like, they be trying to make you do that shit. They be like, they be coming with the we hire felons and shit. Just got niggas doing dumbass shit, packing tomatoes, wrapping lettuce. I don't know what the fuck niggas be doing in them whole ass jobs.
I feel like when they be saying that they hire felons, like, I feel like it still be hard, of course, for
like,
felons
y'all
to
don't hire
actually...
the real bad people.
No, because you know when they ask you on the application, they saying like, what was the crime that you did, basically. So, you know when they be like, oh, we
attempted murder. Like, nigga, you can't come here. No.
They are not finna hire no murderer.
They be hiring niggas like who made mistakes and shit. And you had a DUI. All right, fuck it, come on. Like, oh, you hopped out and beat a nigga with a bat. Like, man, no. That's how that should be, but like, that's why the world's set up. Everybody got a place in it, bro.
Now, I want to ask you, when was the exact point that you knew, I don't want to go back to prison and I'm tired of this shit?
I was in prison already. In that bitch. But then that shit, you always feel like that. I think people who like never really went through that type of shit, like when you trapped in like a mind state or just feeling like something the only way, they don't really understand. They be thinking that shit funny, like, oh, nigga must like it in there. Like, nigga don't know why they like it in there. But it's like, if you think your circumstances is only geared to like, okay, if you go come up only a certain way, and that's what it's gonna lead to, you feel me? That's just like, you know, if you work this particular job, you go be miserable. You know that, but you like, fuck it, I wanna get money. Right. Some niggas be like, I know I could go to jail like this, but I'ma get money. It's really not nothing different. You can't pick no one else's misery. Like, shit, I'd rather try my luck on some shit that'll lock me up. You might wanna just be sad and free. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, it's all just about how you really think about that shit, for real, for real. I don't think nobody necessarily wrong, because I feel like all this shit here in place, like, it gotta be niggas selling dope, it gotta be niggas getting money, it gotta be niggas to rob, it gotta be niggas to get robbed. Like, everybody got a place, bro. Just be careful, shit.
Right. Now, when it came to rapping and even thinking of it being like something that you wanted to do, was your first mindset, I want to do it because I love the art of it, or was it, I want to do it because I know I can blow up off of this?
I was just fucking with my friends, bro. For real, that shit just kinda, you feel me? Like, I end up really finding out how much I love music. I think I always loved music, but that wasn't really my focus, so I didn't really know it. But then once I really got into it, I realized, like, damn, I did always kind of like music and like had a passion for this shit.
Now, when you first came out, was you freestyling or you was writing?
No, I was always writing, cause I wasn't like no rapper, so I'm like, shit, I gotta write this shit down, what I'm about to say.
What was like some things that you was writing, just like your life experiences, or?
We was writing about every fucking thing, life experience, line, all type of shit.
So what is your first like studio session, getting in the booth and recording your first track? Did you even know how to catch the beat and stuff like that?
I think I was always good at shit like that. Before I ever got in the booth, I think I always wanted to like be on beat. I don't know, it's just something about that, like, I gotta be on beat. Like, so I ain't never really had no. I'm actually, when I catch on to shit quick, my cousin had rapped this shit too, so he had already showed me really like kinda how to record as far as just like laying down your vocals, doing ins and outs, shit like that. And I catch on to that shit quick, so that shit wasn't really shit.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, 2016, is that when you really started to go all in with it?
That's when the first tape had dropped, I believe, yep.
2016? So, what were some things that you had to go through just to even put the tape out and to have the strength to bring out a full project?
Bro, I got locked up again. I did locked up again.
You got locked up again before your first tape?
Yeah, I was locked up, like, I think the tape had dropped on like a Tuesday. I was back in jail like that Friday. That shit was crazy. I just had to really turn up, like, want to do music, like, move around, start really hustling for real. Like, I was really putting everything back into music. Like, I wasn't even doing shit else. Like, I'm about to go to the crib, go to the mall, buy some outfits for a video, shoot a video, go to the studio. Any other money I got, I'm putting up.
Damn, did you feel defeated when you found out you had to go back after you just dropped your tape?
I was sick. I remember on the ride to jail, so sad. Like, oh my God. Like, how this shit
What they take you in there for?
I had went for swiping. I got caught down there, like, in the act. Not all the way in the act, but close enough to the act.
You know what? With the swiping, I be trying to figure out how exactly can they trace back the person who's actually doing that shit.
Shit, they do police work, I guess. Shit, like, they caught me at a store. Like, we was just being too loose doing that shit in Michigan. It was burnt out up there at the crib and shit.
Oh, so it was like a big thing whenever you started doing it?
Yeah, that's when niggas was going crazy. Like, it wasn't nobody who wasn't swiping.
And was this like, you know, when they be on Instagram, like Bank of America, Chase, Tap In, that
This
type of
was
shit?
Giphies. Yeah.
What's Giphies? What is
Gift
that?
cards. That was the gift card days.
Oh, when they used to take the gift cards and then they, okay, yeah.
How many stores you went in for niggas?
No, I ain't never did that, but I know.
No cap. How many stores you went in?
No, I never did it, but you know I know.
Champagne flipped the camera, bro. Hey, how many stores she ran up in?
Nah.
Don't edit this out, Pay. Don't edit this out. She is 0 for somebody. You done got some iPhones in your name. Hey.
I ain't never did that before.
Her phone on cricket. AT&T ain't fucking with her. Sprint ain't fucking with her. T-Mobile ain't fucking with her. She got a Cricket Pro Max.
Nah, I ain't never did it before, but I know the vibes. Okay, I know the vibes.
So you done drove a nigga to the store. This is madness.
No, I ain't never did that. But dang, like, shit, that's crazy.
That shit feel crazy when a nigga asks you some police shit, don't it?
Hey, am I asking you police stuff?
No, I'm talking shit.
Okay, cool. So yeah, after you got, so was that the turning point for you? Where you was like, fuck, I'm done, like?
Yeah, cause I knew like once I got out and shit, I got a chance to really do this shit. Like, I just focused on that shit for real.
And I think my favorite story that you told from the interview that I watched was when you talked about how your PO officer was actually very supportive of your career. So talk to us a little bit about that.
She a G, like Miss Fletcher a G. She really was like on some shit like, I really believe in you cause your ass supposed to be going back to prison. But I think you should come home. Like she let me come to the crib. And that's another big reason I didn't get in trouble either cause I literally was supposed to go back to jail, so. I'm like, I can't even, that was like letting the parent down or something. I'm like, I can't even do that to her. Cause they gonna be looking at her like, what the fuck you say he need to come home for? You crazy.
Damn, you're blessed.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff just happened because a lot more stuff meant to happen.
Damn, do you ever have those moments where you just really sit back and just reflect like, we done made it real far?
Earlier, I be doing that shit all the time. Like earlier when I first got to this bitch, I cut on this song I really like. What's that, Angie Stone? That you know what I'm talking about? That my sunshine has come. What she say? And I'm gone, and there's no more rain in this cloud. Hey, why that's my shit. I be thinking about that shit all the time. Like, damn.
Wow.
It be shit I used to, hold on. It be shit I used to want to do or like see on TV. You know how like you be looking at Vegas and shit, looking at Cali and shit. Then you really start doing that shit like, or even shit like Atlanta. Like, and then you like, damn, now you frequenting these places. You gotta go to these places. People calling you to these places, getting booked in these places. Like that should be crazy. It'd be a whirlwind for real.
Wow, and just being an artist and traveling outside to different cities, like what is that experience like for you?
Shit, now it's just like I really be trying to soak it all in. Like I like learning about different city cultures, like going different, like what's y'all main food here, like what y'all known for and shit like that. Just seeing certain places, landmarks and shit like. Because it's like a big world and you will realize why like everybody's so different like regionally and stuff like that. So I just be taking it all in for real now.
What city you feel got like a crazy ass culture? You in the back.
Hey, that nigga just cut on Pac. Hey, you in the deep ass bag off the Pac. Yeah. Hey, he cut the Pac on your shit. Hey, my nigga just cut on Hit 'Em Up. Niggas ain't fucking with us. Hey, nigga just cut on Hit 'Em Up, dog. Damn. This ain't no freestyle battle, all you niggas getting killed. That was the part that came on, that's crazy.
Bro, you are funny.
Hey, why you even got a ringtone that's Tupac? Hey, that nigga say, nah, it's all about Versace, you copy my style.
Oh, was that your ringtone? I don't know, man. You over there quiet the whole time you watching videos.
That nigga just cut on Pop. I swear to God, he probably about to leave out and smack the shit out of one of these niggas over here.
The question, what's the city that you've experienced that has a crazy culture?
A lot of cities got crazy culture, for real. I think probably one of the most unique places I've been to, though, that I like, because I done got used to a lot of other places. I like D.C. Like, real shit. I like D.C. D.C., like, it kind of feel good to be black in D.C. like D.C. lit. I like D.C. for real, though. Like, just everything about it, just, like, the music different, the people, like, they talk different, but everything still, like, relatable, and it's not, like, nothing you don't understand for real.
Right.
It's just, like, they got all their own shit for real. D.C. dope.
Now, getting back into your music journey, as a up-and-coming artist in Detroit, how do you know when you officially made it?
I mean, all the same shit be happening. Like, you start, man, it's literally like, the people from there know the cycle and shit.
What's the cycle?
It's like, shit, you turn up, the views start turning up. You start through in the strip club circuit first. Then Ohio get to calling, and then like shit. Once you just get to doing shows in like more than 4 states, it's on the floor.
Oh, so Ohio calls every time.
Ohio gonna come first, cause I think that's just the next closest state that's like, you know.
So when you say that Ohio comes first, is it like they're calling like, hey, come to the city and perform?
Yeah,
or is
you gonna start getting booked in Ohio first. Like, Detroit not as big as we is without Ohio. Like, for real. Ohio do a lot just because, you know, it's a place with so many different cities and so many just different pockets with people who into our shit. You know what I'm saying? Ohio a good spot. Like, you know, you go get to going through Ohio. There's like 15 cities in all, you feel me? From the Toledos to the Akrons to the Warrens to the Clevelands to the Columbuses, you know, to the Daytons. You get to run through Ohio, you know, then they get to spreading even more. Like, everybody kind of know what time it is at a certain point. Then sometimes you can get there and then it just be that. Like,
And was your city pretty supportive of you coming up?
yeah, my city turned me up. I love my city. Like, my city turned me up.
Who would you say were the people that really helped push you to where you are now?
Like, just musically or just like?
I would say
It's like-
musically.
Shit, it's countless motherfuckers. Like, I wouldn't even want to leave nobody out. Like, countless motherfuckers. No, let me not rephrase that, because actually most motherfuckers didn't do shit. But it is like a lot of people who did, though, just as far as like just everybody who done been on my team, my nigga Phil, my nigga Ant, you feel me? Like, from producers, my nigga Chill, my nigga Black, my nigga, like Chill and Black for one, like them is my niggas. Like, I love them niggas like to death. Them my niggas, like, cause it's down there like even more than the music, like, you know, like when niggas believe in you, when it's like, damn, no matter what, I can call my nigga Black at the wildest time for a session or something. It damn near don't be mattering where the fuck this nigga at or what he doing. He pop up with that bitch. Like, for my like my manager, my nigga Cuddy, you feel me? Like that nigga just always been a nigga who like, bro, you got this shit in the bag. You feel me? Just really been supporting the niggas. So it's like, it's countless people for real who done just like in this pocket, and most of them still around and shit. So it's like luckily I'm gonna be able to continue on with like the right group of core people. Like of course, like I ain't trying to downplay like nobody's contribution, but then a lot of times you get to going through this shit and you realize, like bro, just being there is not
journey.
But just being there is not necessarily you helping or contributing.
Right,
Like,
and it's like I said, like it's a journey as far as being an artist. Like it's so many people who see the potential, but it's like, are they gonna stick around? Like, are they gonna be like, okay, all right?
And I think most of the time, no. It just become business, and you just start making it make sense. Like, it can be love in business, but I think what happens is if a party in the situation stopped doing business and it was love under that umbrella, like nigga, now the other party like, well, what about the love? Why you not doing proper business? So I think that's where you can mix friendship and business. Nigga, just do business. Like, that's all it is.
Do you think that why people cannot do business, well, certain people cannot do business and friendship, do you think once the money gets involved, it kind of switches up the dynamic?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, that's some shit you can't ignore. But I think it don't always have to be like that. I think a lot of times people don't want to have an uncomfortable conversation.
Wow, that is very deep because that's so true. The uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah, because now it's like if you don't want to say what needs to be said, it's kind of like something going on, but ain't nobody really touching on it. So now you having these fallouts and stuff because y'all ain't really like get an understanding and no fucking structure, because it's like nobody wants to sit down like, hey, this fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Or we need to fix this. Or, hey, why you ain't taking care of this? Like, I think that's a lot of times why like business type friendships / relationships fall apart. Cause somebody gonna stop doing business either based on the fact that they just bad business people, or just like shit, based on thinking cause it's love that I don't have to be as serious with the business.
Now, what would you say was the first single that you put out that really took off?
Yeah. It's been, I don't know, shit. Probably for real, that really took off was Water. I had some Water. That was probably the first one. Like, that kinda took off. And then it was like, Trapping Ain't Dead. It was like a run along little thing, like a little avalanche. Like I just kept dropping them bitches.
And how long would you say it took for you to build up a buzz outside of Detroit to where you started hitting like whole different areas?
That shit was probably like, realistically, for real, like 5 to 7 months, for real.
5 to 7 months? Damn.
Cause it's like that shit just started happening. Like once it's on, it's on.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Because even back then, like that was still in the city. That's really was like, when everybody like, we only about to listen to Detroit music, so it was like, it was kind of coming together at the right time. And I think that's what really pushed it out to the world and shit. Like, like people, like, as they got to know more of the street artists and shit like that more, and they realized like our industry representatives wasn't what was getting listened to like back home and shit. Niggas like, hey, when people think Detroit, they think this, but I just came from Detroit and I didn't hear that one time. You feel me?
Yeah. So how would you say your deal came about for you?
What, the Empire situation? Just shit. I was doing numbers. They wanted to give me some paper and get some paper with me. Like the Empire shit don't be too complex. Like shit, do good, they come pape. Y'all get pape together, or y'all don't. Like I really shake out for you. Like, but Gazi good people. Gazi, they good people.
Ooh, so back to one of the interviews that I watched, you stated how somebody from analytics, not Empire's analytics.
No, not
but
Empire.
yeah, so somebody from another label's analytics almost fucked up some shit.
They did fuck it up. I ain't gonna say who because I think I'm about to go back. So
Oh my gosh.
I might have to go talk to them. What I learned, I can't always say what I want to say. They get mean as hell when you tell the truth. So I ain't go. But hey, analytics guy, you ain't fucking this one up.
I didn't even know that was possible. Like, I didn't know that people could go into analytics and just rule over the whole decision of a contract.
That's who shit. Basically saying like, this might make us money or this might not. They play a very big role in this shit now. For real, for real. What, you don't know what to say?
Oh, I'm just like, damn. I mean, like, we just chopping it up, so I'm like, well, damn. But leading up until now, I know that you just dropped your single, Through the Wire. Mm-hmm. We got to talk about that. Okay. What does that track mean to you?
Just sharing a little bit of the journey and shit before we really get into this next project. I had to come and address it and shit. So I just want to get that shot. And then really my fans is just like, everybody like, do the wire, do it through the wire or whatever. And at first I wasn't gonna do it. Like, man, that's cliche. Like, why y'all wanna do it? Then, shit, one day my nigga Tanner just sent me a hard ass beat and I'm like, I'm about to do this bitch. Like, literally, like, it came together good.
And was that your first time recording since the incident? Mm-hmm. How did that feel to get back in the booth?
Like, it felt good though. That shit felt like I needed that shit. Cause the craziest part, when you realize like being an artist and shit, like just using your mouth is just down there like your whole. So my whole shit wired. I can't do nothing for months. Like just being able to get in there and just rap again, like just felt good. Like.
Wow. I love this. Your story is crazy as fuck. Like, I'm
It's
telling
lit.
you.
That's what we gotta keep this shit going so I can get to more of the fun parts.
Now, when you think you're gonna bless us with another album or EP?
I think June. I'm almost done. We almost done. I'm about to leave here and go to the studio. So, we almost at the finish line. Somebody gotta wake Curry up though. That's crazy. Is there any way you can get this on camera? That's wild.
Not you trying to act like you up. We got some of your audio in the microphone.
That's wild.
Okay, so I know you had your dorm series going on, which I think, I told you earlier, you need to keep it going, where you was interviewing the Instagram models. So, with that being said, I know y'all was talking about relationships, whatever. I want to ask you about Will and Jada. What is your perspective on the whole situation?
I think being somebody in the public eye, like not at that level, I try kind of not to have one because I really, really don't know what's going on, just like you don't. Like, I think me even really having a perspective on what's going on in them people's house, like, would be wild because think about it. Like, it's certain shit that gets said, I guess, by Jada or by Will, but none of like how these stories get manipulated be what they said. Like, so it's kind of like, I can't have a perspective on a bunch of other people's perspective about some motherfuckers I don't know. I don't get into that shit. Like that's, I guess, like if that's your job or something, or if like, cause I ain't gonna say like it's weird. It's some people who care about that type of shit. But I guess since I'm more understanding of what they up against, as far as some motherfuckers just literally not know what the fuck they talking about.
Right, yeah.
Like, it just be like, all right, it's just some old random shit that's happening in the entertainment world.
Wow, well, what is your perspective on dating, though? I feel like you got an interesting perspective on dating.
I mean, shit, if you want to be with somebody and you looking for love, try to find it. If not, leave people alone or do what you go do, like a single person.
Do rappers have a hard time finding love?
Yeah, I think so. It depends on where you're trying to find these people to love you at.
Can you find love in Detroit?
Yeah, you can find love. You can literally find you can find love anywhere. It's just like where you go find these people at. Like it's like people that have like this vision of the person they want, but the things they do or the places they go aren't where any of these people are. Like, just simple as that. Like, it's not super far-fetched, but like it's probably less likely that you go find your soulmate if you out doing some hoe shit looking for some hoes, like as opposed to maybe some normal like civilian activity. Like I be thinking, I guess with shit like love, like even though you can meet the same lame motherfucker or freak bitch or whatever in whatever setting, I think just like if you meet people in more normal places, like, oh, I met her at the grocery store or like the gas station, I don't know, like normal people, as opposed to like you met the bitch at the club as she was leaving another nigga booth. Like, bro, like, she kinda probably what you on, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't get in people's business.
Now, before we wrap up, do you have any last words or shout outs?
Hey, you know what'd be so crazy about this shit?
What's up?
I used to really like watch interviews, and I think I give real good interviews and shit. But the whole process of this shit is really wild. I just want to shout out the fans, cause y'all go actually watch this shit, and y'all go watch the next one, and they go ask me the same shit, and I think we all wild as hell for involving ourselves in it.
Damn, wait, before you even do that, what is some stuff that you've talked about in the interview that you haven't got to, that you have, shit, can we cross that out?
I'm saving that shit all for my shit.
No,
Y'all only want to talk about when I get shot. That's all we talk about from now on.
No.
If you want to hear what JR got to talk about, subscribe to my YouTube. Motherfuckers, man, ain't enough for me to lay on.
So you really finna start back a show or some shit?
Yeah, I'm about to do it. I'm about to run everything through me. If you want to hear about me getting shot, come watch all the blogs and shit. If you want to hear about the real JR shit, subscribe to my YouTube.
Okay, don't do that, because you know we wanted to know the real too. Damn, you didn't caught on to the game already.
I'm too hip. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody doing their job.
No, but just know at Dirty Glove, like we fuck with you, we fuck with the music.
Y'all ain't do no police work, so I can deal with y'all when I come back.
You don't got no choice.
I'll come back and fuck with y'all.
When you drop that project, you here.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back and fuck with y'all. I ain't doing it. Don't ask me if I get shot no more though.
No, that's it. We already talked about that. You don't gotta come on here and recall the shooting. You ain't gotta talk about that no more. Like,
All right.
I got you.
Put that in this contract. Soon as she say shot, gun, anything, we gone. I'm gonna drop the little thing. They gonna hear that bitch fall out my pocket. I'm gone. But look though. My project coming out, I think June 6th, OC2 dropping. And that's really everything y'all need to worry about right now as far as me. I ain't got shit else, so I ain't doing no cartwheels. I ain't about to be beefing with no niggas. I ain't about to be in no woman scandals. I'm about to just drop some hard ass music and shit. Just be back on that shit I was on. So other than that, I ain't fucking with niggas.
Mouth damn near healed up, I'm trying to get my hair right. That's where them niggas caught me at. I'm paranoid at red lights. All pros, ain't no splitting me. Boys get that shit.